this call by pointing out that I actually made a mistake in my previous message, which was yesterday's main recording for you. I said that the heaters in the vents stayed on for a minute when you turned them on. In reality, I've made it closer to like 9 seconds or something, so sorry about that. Not a huge mistake, but I should own up to it anyway. It's one of the only things I haven't got written down. I should actually make a note of it now, I suppose. I'm kind of tired right now. I've been doing all these calls in one take, so I've just noticed it. Such a huge difference, too. 1 minute should be 10 seconds. Jeez, I'm an idiot sometimes. Hey, now that you've been here for 2 nights, correct? Beginning your 3rd one now, yes? Tell me, what do you think about the place? The pizzeria, I mean. It's real special. Let me tell you, during the day you can really feel it. The fantasy, the fun, the safety, you know? Kids can run down the halls and be greeted by the characters. They gather around and sing with them on the stage. They build and print out these figurines like posable toys. And of course they get to paint them, coat them in a binding agent, etc. Makes them feel grown up. Makes them feel special, you know? I remember this kid one day. Totally heartwarming. There was this kid. He was running around and somehow managed to open one of the locked rooms. The server room, I think it was. And he started messing around in there. Well, I was in my office, like always, and I see this kid on the camera. I start to get a little worried. Here we go again, I'm saying to myself. And I was about to go get him sorted out myself, but right then, as I'm taking my jacket off, Blake, that Badger character to your left, gets in the room with the kid and starts to play a little game using the server room's monitor. Have you know the game Simon Says? Well, it was like that. He just turned it. Hold on now. I'll sort the rest out later. I'll leave this message here. The options should be up to you now. Sorry about this. Yes, the story. Sorry about before. I had to take care of something. Well, I don't exactly remember where I left off, but the kid ended up liking Blake quite a lot. The rest of the day, he just kept pressing his call button, the yellow one to the left of the monitors, to get him to come closer and play their game. It's moments like those that can make you smile, you know? Getting to use these characters to make people as happy as they've made me. It's really something. At least, I hope you feel the same way. I know you aren't here during the day, so I suppose you'll have to take my word for it when I say it's great. And the kid I mentioned has been a loyal customer since. Though I don't really like using that word. See you tomorrow. again. I've decided to take some breaks between recording these calls. Not many are left, but still, I didn't think it would be this stressful. I've just got some notes, not a script or anything. I feel like I might be talking too much about things that are obvious for you, so I'm just going to wing this one. I think at this point you must be pretty confident with your job now, if you can even call it that. I think now might be a good time for you to know a little more about me. I have a feeling that you might be curious, am I wrong? Right then. I was born in November 1968 in Texas, lived a fine life up until my teens, had no real problems with my family, but we weren't exactly rich. My father was an architect at the time, and my mother stayed home with my brother and I. Until the 80s, we lived in a flat, or I suppose it would have been called an apartment over there. It was pretty decent, I think, but honestly, I can't remember much. I had an accident in my teens, stuff I really don't want to talk about. Please don't ask. Might explain in a later call or something if there is time. Anyway, fortunately I survived the injury, believe it or not. It was all down to a very generous donor of blood. The whole thing was pretty strange and vague for us, and all I know was a small team of people, maybe it was one person, was willing to give tons of blood to the hospital, and after an entire encyclopedia of signed papers, the transfusion was allowed on behalf of the procedure being an experiment. I was close to death, bear in mind. I lost most of my memory from before the incident, and the whole event caused a huge stir in the media. I was 18, and with the state I was in, paparazzi wasn't the best treatment. You know? So I sorted out something with my parents, and we moved here to England. So, hopefully on top of being a security guard, you can be a friend too. I wanted to get some of these stories off my chest for a while, since I don't have many people to share them with. And my daughter's kind of busy most of the time. There's someone for me to talk to. And of course, listen to, so go ahead. What do you want to talk about? Ah, yeah. So this place looks significantly expensive to run, I'm sure. Especially for one person, right? Well, it is. Thousands of pounds put in and out of this place every day. It's still a little independent cafe kind of thing, but the technology does make it seem professional, I suppose. Money isn't really an issue for me anymore. I've sold stuff before the pizzeria was open, mainly based around robotics, machinery, whatnot. And of course the pizzeria itself brings in a significant amount of cash to put back into ingredients, electricity, materials for the printers, etc. As I mentioned earlier, POPGOES does most of the work, so I don't need to hire a cleaner or a chef. I also got a decent amount of money from the injury I mentioned. I can't remember how that worked, but I'd rather avoid mentioning it in case it was a mistake and they wanted it back. Anyway, I hope that cleared it up. Good question. See you tomorrow.